Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures. It's time to continue our legendary series with 6 characters using the alternate equipment sets. We're moving on to the Poison Pill here in Perils of the Lost Coast. Now, in the original version of this scenario, it's just 2 tier checks to acquire allies. On the heroic and legendary versions, barriers are harder by 3, and there is no longer a bonus to finding allies, which is annoying because sometimes getting allies is nice. They can help you get extra explores. And the henchmen in this scenario are barriers, so having them be harder by 3 is kind of a pain for those characters that suck at dexterity, which is Kira and Sela in my case. Now, at least Sela can have Thieves' Tools, but that's just 1 card in the deck, so one of the scary things about this scenario is that Sela or Kira, or both of them, will find these henchmen before they encounter their Thieves' Tools. Normally, the barriers have a difficulty of 5, which, like, even if you're rolling d4s, you can kind of get by with blessings, but when you're rolling d4s trying to hit an 8, it's much, much harder. The good news is that quite a lot of the locations in this scenario, contrary to Brigandoom, are actually pretty easy locations. They have nice ratios of boons to banes, they're not overflowing with monsters or barriers, and, you know, they just are decent, so I'm hoping that will let me get through. What is Bandit Raiders? What the fuck? When you encounter a non-villain, a random character... Are you fucking kidding me? That is the most ridiculous... I mean, I gotta admit, that's kind of fun. It's more fun than just like, oh, stuff's harder. But, God, that's annoying. At least, thank God, this scenario doesn't have all that many monsters in it. So, it's kind of okay, but you can definitely get wrecked by those Bandit Raiders. Motherfucking shitbags. Alright, so Pillbug Potiker is just a totally vanilla 11 combat check thing. So here's the poison traps. Oh, wait a minute, there's 6? Okay. Either I misremembered, and they actually have been 6 this whole time, or in the physical game they are 5, but in this version they are 6. I think I remember now. Yes, I remember playing once, and one of my friends who was playing the rogue had a 2d12 plus 2 roll to hit a 5, so the only way she could possibly fail, well, he could possibly fail playing a female character, was to roll 2 1s, to roll snake eyes on d12s, which is a 1 in 144 chance of happening, and it actually happened. So yes, in the physical game they're 5, this version of the game changes to a 6, which makes sense to make it a little bit more of a challenging scenario, but now they're actually going to be 9 because of the heroic/legendary rule. Now this scenario I see also has some jutting locations. There is this everything is adjacent to 2 things except for the old light. Okay, well, let's take a look at the situation here. I guess I'm going to put okay, so Sione likes to be here because it adds 1d6 to fire trait checks, and she has fire on command. However, the closing check is intelligence or knowledge, which she does not have. So I'm going to put Ezra in here because he's the only one who's good with knowledge. Even though he doesn't really benefit from fire because I currently have no fire spells. I guess I want to put Sione where there's... this place is really nice. It's a very, very nice place. You can recharge a card to automatically acquire allies. The closing requirement's not too bad, and there's only 1 monster and 1 barrier in here. The problem is, Ezrin's going to come out of this place into the village house, so I don't want to close this too early. Ezrin does have Stride, which will help him a little bit, but I'll leave that for later. Sione, I guess, is there another? I thought there was another place with allies. Nope, guess not. Okay, cool. Well, I suppose then Sione can just go anywhere. I don't know why I'm focusing on Sione. Let's put someone else in. I need someone to banish a blessing. I guess Kira is the Queen of Blessings, so she'll go there. No one's particularly good at that place except for Ezrin, and he can't exactly get over here very easily. Ugh, that's tough, man. Oh, brother. I guess maybe I'll just put Sione here. She's got a d6 for intelligence, which is as good as anybody, and at least there's 3 spells for her to find, which makes some sense. Lots of spells in this scenario. I'll put Sela here at the general store, try to pick up some of those weapons, maybe. I'll put Amiri over here, fight some monsters. And then I guess Harsk will just go to the town square. The guard tower is always annoying, fighting the bandit henchmen at the start of every turn. I could put Amiri there, actually, because she's okay with fighting those bandit henchmen. It's an interesting idea. Maybe I'll do that. Get this thing out of the way. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's try it like this, see how we do. Oh god, what about the order? Well, I want to, in general, have Sela earlier on. And Ezrin earlier on as well for those extra explores. Let's try it like this. I like having Harsk at the end so you can shoot bows for everybody and help their combat checks. I don't know why him being at the end makes that better. I don't know. I just like him at the end. Listen, I'm not going to try to explain all my feelings, man. That's why they're feelings. They're beyond logic, okay? I just like to have my ranger bringing up the rear. All right, Sela, scout away. Holy candle. That's kind of a shame. Would have been a nice thing to pick up, although with a Divine 10 check, she wasn't going to pick it up anyway, so I might as well just have it get sent to the bottom. Oh, fuck! Ah, she doesn't have her armor. Wait. Why is Harsk fighting a scout? Why is Harsk fighting a scout? I don't understand this. Bandit raiders? So, it's a bandit henchman, which... This is not a bandit. You encounter a non-villain, non-henchman monster, a random character, no location. Someone who encounters a bandit henchman. Oh, I guess Harsk is the person who is going to fight the bandit henchman? Okay, that worked somehow. Okay. Sure, fine. I need a 6 on 2d8. We'll just take the roll. Doesn't actually matter that much if I fail, because this guy isn't determining whether I succeed or not. Alright, so her favorite card type is armor, and I got a little lucky here, honestly, in a couple of different respects. First of all, that she's favorite card type is armor, and second of all, that this thing rolled low enough that I can recharge my chainmail to block the damage, and that she has a weapon in her hand, which is not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. Harks just loves to get all of his crossbows, so let's just do this. Sela, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to flip a card here. Let's make sure... Oh, I lost my cure. Well, that's just... Yeah, that's just life. You just lose your cure sometimes. It is frustrating that if I hadn't done that, I would have gotten cure at the end of this turn, but it's fine. Okay, this is actually really good to pick up. I am going to flip another card, because what have I got to lose now? Nice, it was a blessing. So I want to get this because it's really going to be really helpful to Amiri to get something to replace her short sword with. Unfortunately, it only gives a bonus if you discard it. But, oh God. You know what, strength, interesting. I should have cast this before the combat check. My God. Alright, I'm gonna cast strength right now. Let's just fucking cast it. I've got 2 of them. Sure, it would have been better to cast during the fight, but whatever. I wanted to get that superior longsword. It's a very nice pickup. Okay, I'm gonna discard a blessing to explore again, especially because I've got strength going, so if I do find the other monster, I'll be fine. Unfortunately, of course, the henchman here is not a monster. The henchman is a barrier. So if I do this, it's interesting. I could actually encounter the barrier and then not deal with it, which I don't mind because I don't have my thieves' tools. The problem is that, like, I'm never gonna get my thieves' tools if I stay at my hand size of 4. So I'm gonna discard this other blessing just to keep going through the deck. Alright, so Harsk is again the distinguished fighter of the bandit henchman. Just gonna let this roll as it does. And then she has to fight this thing. I'm gonna actually here get rid of my mace. Just again to keep going through my deck so I can find those thieves' tools at some point. I've already lost my cure, which sucks. But I'd like to get the thieves' tools at some point. Now there's an acolyte. This is actually garbage, so we're just gonna let it go. If it had an extra explorer, I'd consider flipping a card. Of course, the risk of flipping a card is that I lose my thieves' tools. This would be a nice thing to pick up. It'd be good for Harsk, but it's not worth the trouble. By the way, if you're wondering why I keep getting extra explorers, the general store is a very nice location. If you get anything other than an armor, item, or a weapon, then you get to explore again, and that includes nice things like Blessing and Allies. So there's only 3 cards left here, one of which is a henchman, so maybe Sela will be able to scout it out and avoid it. Oh, there's Thieves' Tools for Ezrin, so I'm hoping he doesn't find a henchman on his first turn, because that would be kind of annoying since the Thieves' Tools were right there, if they're not a magic item, unfortunately. Alright, well, no Thieves' Tools? Or, I mean, no monster henchman thing? Alright, so Ezrin actually has to fight the henchman and the zombie. Now, luckily, I have 2 combat spells, so this should be okay. 82% is a little loose. I will have Harsk pitch in some help, although The problem with Harsk pitching in some help here is, of course, the fact that now Harsk doesn't have any cards. And that's a problem, because, should I actually recharge this Sage? No, I don't want to explore that much, because I want to get my Thieves' Tools first. I don't care that much about Lightning Touch, though. It's fine. I'll save this to explore with later, even if I don't explore with it now. So now here's the thing I actually came here to fight. And yeah, I guess Harsk is just going to use up all of his help. It does mean that if somebody else needs help, either Amiri, Sione, or Kira, that Harsk won't be able to help them. I suppose that's an argument for having, for how to do your turn order, because Kira is the one who's most likely to need extra help, so you want to put people that can help themselves closer to Harsk. Well, this is fine. I'm just gonna hang tight and get my Thieves' Tools, so I'm ready for the Henchman. Alright, I'm really silly though. Why did I start here? I did not need to fight this thing right now. Oh man, I only have a 79% chance of succeeding. Whatever. That was very, very foolish play on my part. I should have moved away from here. That's Amiri's strength, is that she can hang out at the guard tower, move away, and never actually have to fight those henchmen. Ooh! Alright, I'm going to play a Blessing of the Gods, because first of all, the top matching blessing is the dexterity one, so it makes it more likely that I pick these up. And number two, these are damn handy to have in this scenario. Now I'm going to move the fuck away, because I am sometimes, very occasionally, competent at this damn game. Alright, so that was that. Sione's up here at the Apothecary. Guess we'll just go for that. Alright, we got a Blessing of Callistria. It's harder by one because of driving range, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll just take my 60% chance of getting it. I don't think it was worth it to go crazy here. I'm going to save the Sage to close this place because I need that intelligence bonus. So we'll just actually pop a Blessing of the Gods to explore one more time. Long Spear is a nice card, but it's too difficult for Sione to pick it up. Do I want to play another Blessing of the Gods? Yes. Let's make some fast progress here. There's a Poison Trap. Alright, it's 10 because of the driving rain, and she doesn't have her Thieves' Tools. Luckily, she does have the Blessing of Callistria, and the alternative equipment set Sione has a D10 for dexterity, which is kind of nifty. Now, sadly, I don't really want to spend another Blessing to help her on this. I'm trying to get a 10. My expected roll is a 16. Alright, that fits my rule of thumb. Let's just go for it. My rule of thumb is probably not as good as, like, actual math, now that I think about it, but whatever. Alright, so we definitely need blessings here, is the thing. So Sela will just go ahead and play that. 3d6 to hit a 7 is a little bit loosey-goosey. I'm going to play another blessing. I'm going to do it. I really don't want to get hosed by bad luck there. There's a 25% chance that actually made the difference, the extra blessing I played. Which isn't that much, 25%, but if that was what was going to happen, then I'm glad I spent the blessing. Alright, so Kira's up at the Sandpoint Cathedral here. Pick up an automatic blessing, which is nice. Let's go ahead and pop this bad boy. Ah, lost an acid arrow. Well, she wasn't going to pick up an acid arrow anyway. I'm going to hang on to this blessing. I'm not going to explore with it again. I need to keep a blessing to banish to close this location. Harsk, I guess we'll explore. And that thing, I guess we're just going to let it be what it is. Alright, let's scout along. And we got a Troubadour. Interesting. So, I can have a decent chance, a D10 to try to hit a, or sorry, a D8 to hit a 7. Or I could have somebody come over with good charisma or diplomacy and have a much better shot of getting that guy. Of course, it's not as easy in this game to just have somebody come over because, you know, the movement thing. There's the Poison Trap. Well, now that I've scouted that, I definitely don't want to just, like, walk into it all just so that I evade it. That seems kind of pointless. Let's go ahead and use Pallegina to heal and see where else I can make some progress. Well, she does have charisma, so sure, let's go over here and try to pick up this Troubadour. My superior diplomacy. I'll flip a card. Well, hang on a minute. If I flip a card and I throw away my Thieves' Tools, that would be so bad. Yeah, we'll just take a roll. Okay, I got lucky, which is nice, but yeah. Let's go ahead and play this Troubadour to explore again. If I find the barrier, I can just evade it. Getting lucky here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just discard this Force Missile to explore again. So I got a 1 in 3 chance of getting an extra explore, and I got lucky and got it. There's ambush. So I can either evade this thing, or I can just fight the monster. I'm going to go ahead and fight the monster by failing this check. So it'll make some extra progress. Sure, it would have been better to make the progress by, you know, actually exploring a card that isn't a monster and then not having a -1 penalty. But, okay, so how much do I want Adair? I don't care. So we're going to recharge that. Gonna go ahead and reveal this short sword and just roll some bones. Barely getting through. And now she has to discard a card. I guess we're discarding this potion. So I'm gonna just discard this sword to kill this commando, hopefully. And that way I draw up to my full hand size and I maximize my odds of getting Thieves' Tools. There they are. Okay, perfect. And I got my Pallegina back for more healing. Alright, this is actually kind of nice. So now I've got Thieves' Tools for the barrier here. So, this couldn't have been more perfect. I'm glad I did not try to frickin' explore again last time, because that would have been super annoying. So I spend the Thieves' Tools to automatically defeat the poison trap. Now to close this location, I've got the Sage to help me out. 95% chance. I need a 4 on this. And I can very easily fail. I just need to roll a 1 and a 2. How well am I doing? To make sure I don't fail this. Hey, that +1 knowledge from the alternate equipment set is actually kind of helpful. Alright, I'm going to go for it. It does say I only have a 5% chance of failing, so let's just freaking let that be. Okay, so we've closed, I think, a couple of locations, and one more is ready to be closed. Do I need to stride at the end of my turn? I don't think I do, because I just want to head here, right? There's nowhere I, like, really that much more care about being. So yeah, I'll save stride for if someone really needs it. We'll just end the turn now. Get another combat spell and some more strength. Lovely. Alright, Amiri, get back to work on this guard tower, please. With your short sword. God, the short sword. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and not pick up the chainmail. Cool. Do you want to explore again? I'm actually doing pretty well, aren't I? I closed 2 locations. The locations aren't super inflated because I haven't been fighting the villain over and over. Yeah, let's just pass and saunter back. Not fight henchmen for no frickin' reason. Okay, Sione, meanwhile, is here. Oh, maybe I should have stridden her. Yeah, this is annoying for sure. I don't really want to go here because I have no blessings to close that location. I guess we're going here to the town square. Has this place been scouted? It hasn't. So I guess this is as good a place as any to pop my spyglass. Potion of healing and a plague zombie. Well, no one's good at picking up this potion. I guess we'll have her do the plague zombie. Might as well. So Kira has to fight a bandit henchman, which I'm actually not even mad about because I want to recharge away some of these cards and try to find my cure. Can I get away with an inflict on this? 75 versus a 84. Yeah, that inflict is just bad. Like, I'm better off just revealing this card and not using the inflict. But maybe this is a good opportunity to get the inflict out of my hand, and Harsk can use this guard. No, Harsk should use one of his duplicate bows for a 91% chance. There we go. So I got rid of the bandit henchman. I can try to recharge the inflict, which I don't even know if I really wanted necessarily. And then now we're actually doing what we came here to do. This is a pretty tough monster, so I'm going to use the better of my 2 combat spells. Harsk is at the same location, so he can't help with his bow. Brother. Alright, I'm going to, I guess, pop a blessing on here. 96% ought to do it. Yep. Let's get that acid arrow back in the deck. And now, I need to make sure I save a card to banish to close this place. Unfortunately, neither of these helps me pick up a healing potion. Does Harsk have anything to help pick up a healing potion? Or Sela? No. Let's actually use her, by the way, just heal a card. Yeah, let's go. I don't mind banishing a troubadour. Which I'm not even doing anyway. Right, what am I talking about? Oh, wow, that was a lucky-ass roll. Right, I don't like saving healing potions, so I'm just gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I can banish it to heal, or I can just discard it to explore again. Well, the problem is that if I discard to explore again and I find the poison trap, I'm gonna have to use the troubadour to help defeat it, and a blessing, and then I still need to either banish the amulet of life or the lightning touch. But yeah, that's fine. I can actually do that. I don't care about that. So we're gonna discard that to explore again. There's the poison trap. All right. So we're gonna recharge that. I probably need to spend some blessings here. The problem is we're all ganged up, so if she does fail, it's really, really bad. Kira's got a bunch of cards in her deck. Yeah, use a blessing, girl. Make sure that this gets defeated. That D10 is coming in surprisingly handy. I'm gonna banish lightning touch. I don't remember if I found any spells in this scenario, but I don't think I did. And even if I did, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather hang on to the amulet of life. Let's recharge that. Draw a card. Sure, why not? Oh, everybody has to do this? Okay, cool. No, I didn't want to. Why would not draw a card be the top option? Why would not be on top? That makes no sense. Oh, that actually stings me a little bit. Okay, so Kira doesn't have any blessings now to close the cathedral. That's actually really annoying. It's damned annoying. Well, I just hope I don't find the henchman. She also can't kill the henchman either, so it's just annoying on a bunch of different levels. I gotta recharge something. We're gonna recharge, guess I'm gonna recharge away a blessing. And then that way I can just use this armor to block the damage if I don't quite kill the bandit. Okay, so now this happens. Harsk is up next, so yeah, I'm fine with him recharging away his blessing. When you defeat a monster, you can add a blessing from your discard pile to your hand. Oh, sweet! Well, I'm gonna hang on to that because I need it to close the place. I don't want to go in, find the poison trap, get wrecked by it, and even if I don't get wrecked by it, then I'm screwed. Alright, so unfortunately, Harsk, to close the general store, is going to have to banish away one of his crossbows. This could cause a problem. In fact, I really messed up. I should have... Oh, I messed up. I recharged away one of his blessings. I should have recharged away the crossbow. Also, I should have drawn a card from my deck. So this is actually potentially going to have some devastating long consequences, because now if I find another weapon, and I'm pretty sure I did find a weapon, I found that longsword in this scenario, Harsk is now actually going to be stuck with a non-ranged weapon, which is definitely a problem. Portable ram. I don't know what that is, but I guess I have to explore again. Blast Stone. This looks like a fun card. What is this? 1 die to your strength, non-combat check, or your check to defeat a bear as a lock or obstacle trait. You may discard it for 2. So it's like a super... It's like a super crowbar, I guess? Yeah, that's... That combination of accidentally not drawing a card and recharging away the incorrect card is potentially going to screw up Harsk a little bit. Okay, so Seela's actually stuck in the ass middle of nowhere, and Ezrin, yeah, no, I don't know if anybody could have actually gotten her out of here, because I think Ezrin and Seoni both drew their strides at the end of the turn, and you can only cast it during your turn. Oh, cool, that's actually totally a coincidence, but yes, I will take the free healing from the apothecary. Thank you, game. I don't mind healing 5 cards for free. I mean, I would have rather explored, but that's a pretty damn good consolation prize. Okay, so stride. Does anybody have to be stridden? Or perhaps strode? Yes, actually, Seoni needs a little striding, but I'm gonna remember to do that later. Because first you have to fucking do shit now. Alright, I don't have thieves' tools anymore. So if I find a henchman, that would be kind of a problem. I don't want to get rid of thieves' tools. I guess this is what's happening. I need your help, Harsk. Am I gonna use Holy Candle here? Oh, let's not use Holy Candle. Let's just recharge it away. You know what? That is my favorite wildcard power, the Bandit Henchman. Because yes, It could totally wreck you, but it's also so fun just to have these, like, bandit henchmen just popping up and fucking up shit. That was a loose roll. That was a very loose roll. I have not been punished yet in this game for my exceedingly loose rolls, but I should not have let an 85% chance stand. Give me something good. Nope, it's not a magic item, but things will get better. All right, let's detect magic, see what we got here. It's a short sword. I definitely don't want to pick that up because then Harsk is even more likely to end up with something crappy. Of course, Harsk already is going to have something crappy because we found a longsword, so one of his weapon cards is going to be junk. Well, let's go ahead and stride Sayoni. Get her out of this hellhole. Where do I actually want to move her? Getting her closer to here is not that great. I can get her closer to this location. Does Sayoni have a blessing in hand? I guess if she has a blessing, it's fine. Yeah, she's got blessings. So yeah, we'll send her over this way. And who knows how many cards I could have been getting if only that codex were magical. Who knows? Well, I can't do anything about that short sword now, so we're done. End of turn actions, we're done. Alright. Amiri, I guess, should just go back to the guard tower. Keep doing what she's doing. It's a crow. Nice, that +3 survival. Oh, and I can even bury a card to improve my odds. How lucky for me. Oh, that driving rain. The +1 difficulty to everything fucked me up. Robbed me of an extra exploration. Well, let's see. We're at halftime. We've closed 4 locations. I mean, I've definitely won from worse situations, so I'm cool with it. She got her spear, which is her actual good weapon. Okay. So Sayoni is going to get in here. Got to make sure I hang on to at least one blessing in case I find a trap. She does have Thieves' Tools now, so I would like for her to actually find that poison trap. Visibility is not that handy. It's not really going to help. Since I have Thieves' Tools, I don't need the Troubadour to help my dexterity check, so let's go ahead and use that to explore again. Blessing of the Gods, nice. Discard that to keep going. Acolyte. Garbage, does not explore again. I don't care what happens to this Acolyte. It can go to hell. And let me think about this. If I explore again, and we are getting a little low on the cards, Kira still hasn't drawn either of her 2 cures, but she is in the same location, so I will go ahead and discard 1 to explore again. Alright, Ezran's fighting a bandit henchman. That's fine. I'll recharge a codex and attack it with a force missile. Harsk will assist. I don't think I'm going to get to use this bird cruncher crown today. There's just not that many monsters in this scenario, and we're kind of getting down to the wire. I should be using my ability, though. What, did it not let me use my ability? Oh, come on, you fucker. Oh, man. I might have been able to draw another combat spell. Damn it. Alright, well, so we're going to have to discard a card. The card that we discard is going to be Invisibility, which I picked up and is junk. Let's go ahead and pop a Force Missile here, and let's make sure nothing wacky happens. I don't think I need this Battering Ram. Ooh, good thing I did that. Although 2 of those D4s were 1s, so there's only a 1 in 3 chance that actually made the difference, but still. Now I get a Blessing back in my hand. We can even get the Dexterity one, which is nice, because that helps kill the barriers if someone fights them without Thieves' Tools. And I can use Stride. I am actually going to go ahead and Stride Sela. That is a good thing to do, because that will mean she starts her turn in a location with cards in it, and then her scouting ability actually could be relevant. Alright, Kira's up. Does she want to just explore this place? Not really. She doesn't really want to fight the henchman, and now it's just down to 1 of 3 cards. So I'm going to actually have Kira go over here with Amiri, where she's less likely to encounter the poison traps. Ooh, that's a good weapon. It's one of the best base weapons. Oh, man. I'm going to have to spend a blessing to get this, or to at least try to get it. At least give it a shot, because this is so good. Now, she's not proficient with weapons yet, but it'll be really good for Sela and for Amiri, honestly. Do I want to spend my last blessing? Am I desperate enough to do that? I don't think so. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to discard the chainmail, discard a mace. I really want to find my cures and my other blessings. There's a cure and a blessing. Wow, how lovely-dovely is that? I definitely don't need the potion of resistance that's in there. So Harsk will go over here. It's a little bit of an awkward situation. At least there's no more monsters in here. Oh, and it's a short sword. Okay, so that's fine. I'm just happy to have Harsk do this. I don't want to pick this thing up. Wait, no. I'm being irrational because we already found another weapon. We already found multiple other weapons. So Harsk is stuck without a ranged weapon regardless. I might as well take a 1 in 3 chance of getting this thing. Again, the driving rain stops me. And then I could have used it to, like, recharge. To shoot a bow with. Collapse ceiling. Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's a really bad one. Oh, that's not good. This thing can just completely destroy your day. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll think about that when we get down to it. There's a poison trap. She's got thieves' tools. I kind of need someone with thieves' tools to take out that collapsed ceiling, but I think this is too good to not do because we get to close another location. Blorp. Close it. Banish a blessing. And we're good. Do I want to discard one of these long swords? I mean, yeah, I don't need a frickin' 2 long swords. A frickin' 2 long swords. Yeah, I don't need that. Ooh, that made the difference. The card flipped there. Let's get a blessing back. Oh, it's recharged. It's not put back into the hand. Okay. Well, anyway, let's get rid of one of these longswords to draw more blessings. Potion of ghostly form is pretty crappy. Okay, so I definitely don't want to fight this collapsed ceiling as Ezrin. It's just not a good time. He's got caltrops, which isn't going to work against a lot of different things. Yeah, if he finds a monster, which he's likely to, it's kind of annoying. Man, that collapsed ceiling came at a bad time. You know what I'm going to have to do? Maybe I should just go for the fucking collapsed ceiling. But wait a minute. Hang on a second. What's going on with Ezrin's stats? He has dexterity is a D4 and his constitution, so he's got D4s against the collapsed ceiling. No, I definitely can't fight that. If I go here, though, I've got a really good shot of finding either the poison trap, which I can't handle, or a monster, which I can't handle. Ezrin's just in a world of frickin' hurt here. I don't know what to do, man. Do I just waste a turn when there's only 10 turns left? Oh, brother. So the villain is either in the village house, in the city gate, or in the guard tower, all of which have a ton of cards left in them. It's just going to be a really tough time getting to kill the villain. I hate to lose a turn, but I think I have to. That collapsed ceiling just came at the worst possible time. I mean, I can just dive into the, yeah, you know what? We're going to have to do this. Hopefully it's not the poison trap. I'm just hoping 1 in 9 odds it's not the poison trap. It's a bugbear. Well, could have been worse. So, Harsk has to fight a bandit henchman. I guess I'm going to recharge a blessing and hang on to the armor, which I will use if I fail to kill the henchman. Now, Ezrin here, I could use caltrops to just kill this thing, actually, right? 11. Oh no, it's 9 or lower. Oh no, that's not. I can evade it, but I can't kill it. So it's strength time. Harsk will recharge this armor and pitch a crossbow. All right, I need some more help here. Is that what you're telling me? Anybody else got some strength up in here? Nope. Okay, so I guess Harsk is also going to discard a blessing, and I'll take my 93 odds, 93% odds of killing the bugbear. Well, it sucks that I can't use this Troubadour and Sage to explore again, but I really can't use them to explore again. So we're just going to let that go. Oh yeah, what do I have here? Ah, Amulet of... It's a magic item! Yes, I pick it up! Oh, that's not relevant at all, really. Okay, I'll recharge a Sage since I'm not exploring with it to improve my odds of recharging strength. So I don't totally die. There's my combat spells and another Sage. Okay, Amiri, you have 2 Thieves' Tools? Alright then, you're gonna go take out this collapsed ceiling. Because you can use 1 Thieves' Tools for the collapsed ceiling and you still have another one for the poison traps. This collapsed ceiling is such a... Oh my god. This is the worst driving rain of all time because it bumps it up from 11 to 12, which means I can't use the Thieves' Tools. No! That's bad. Well, we're definitely gonna bury, you know, I should really just bury one of these Thieves' Tools. Clearly. I don't actually need 2 Thieves' Tools now. Still not very good odds of getting out of this, but I have to spend blessings to make sure that this happens, because it's just too awful if I get stuck by this collapse ceiling and have to keep encountering it every turn. Alright, Amiri is also going to move back here so that she can keep going to this guard tower. And I need to get rid of my short sword, because that is junk. Spyglass, nice pickup. Get some scouting going here. Alright, Sione, what you doing, girly? Well, she could try to make some progress on the guard tower. Her strength is a D4, so she's not good at closing it, and I don't have strength anymore. So yeah, someone else should do that. She, I guess, is just going to go here. And, well, she's got Thieves' Tool, so if she finds the thing... Oh, there's Pillbug Potiker. Oh, God, this isn't good. Well, the problem here is that nobody's at the guard tower, so I can't defeat him. So he's going to go into the guard tower where there's going to be 8 cards that I have to somehow blast through. The only positive is that I still have a chance at this, because if I find one of the poison traps and defeat it and close the location, then it will isolate the villain and we can kill him. But it's going to be we're all together a little bit tricky here as we get down to our last 10 turns. Well, that's what this game is about, these close finishes. So, Harsk, do you have a card you can banish? Oh, I can't banish my other crossbow. That's just too bad. So I guess I'm going to banish that to stop the villain from going in there. It means he's going to go to the guard tower. Now for combat, we got this acid arrow. I can recharge the blessing because it matches the blessing on top, which is kind of a nice little thing. And then Harsk, does he really need to hold on to this crossbow? No, I don't think he does. So let's just recharge that away, make sure we kill this villain. Yep, I'd say that he's pretty dead. Auto recharge the spell. And he's going to go into the guard tower, and that location will close. So now Harsk can hold the fort, as it were, at that location, while everybody else plunges into the guard tower. Okay, somebody needs to be cured. Kira's got 7 cards left. Sione's got 2. Okay, I guess that's who's getting cured. And now the question is, does Kira go into the guard tower? Wait a minute, hang on a second. This is the beginning of the turn, right? Let's go ahead and pass the spike chain off to Amiri, who can actually use it. And yeah, Kira could kill Pillbug, so yeah, I'm gonna go here. The only problem is if she finds the poison trap, she's not gonna be able to really take it out. But I gotta take that chance. I can't afford to just sit there and waste a turn. Alright, sucks that we're not gonna get this, but there's just no way we're gonna get this. It's harder by 4, 1 from driving rain, 3 from the scenario, making all barriers harder. And honestly, that's lucky if anything, because it's a barrier that is banished on fail without doing anything bad. There's the Thieves' Tool. She's ready to rock. Is she even gonna get another turn? Let's see, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, wait. Everybody gets one more turn. Harsk, should he explore this? If he finds the henchman and nothing bad happens, so yeah, we'll just do it. Okay. Well, he doesn't have any cards to banish, so he can't close this place. I was mostly hoping to maybe pick up an ally or something. I do lose a card from the top of my deck, which I guess is kind of sad. I avoided the damage, which doesn't matter because it wasn't going to do anything. Doesn't really make any difference. So now Harsk can scout. Master... Ooh, those are good. Masterwork tools. Unfortunately, the only person who's good at picking them up is Harsk. And he is at the end of my party. Oh, bummer dog. Well, I could actually use the holy candle to give me extra time to go pick up the tools. Man, that's interesting. Those tools are good. I could actually, Ezra now has a D10 dexterity. Ooh. Maybe wait, does he? No, he has a D4. It's Sione with the D10. Sione could go over here and pick up the Masterwork tools, but if Sione does that, then Amiri has to go fight and kill the villain, and the villain hasn't even been found yet. So no, no. As much as I'd love to have the Masterwork tools, we have to prioritize finding the villain. That's just what has to be the case. So she can't really take out the trap, but at least she can evade it and explore again. Oh my god, this would actually be really good to get because Harsk is currently getting fucked, so let's do this. No, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I need to save the Troubadour because if she does find the henchman, she needs to have a better shot of defeating it. So I'm not going to go crazy with this. We'll take my 75% chance. Oh, get it exactly. Perfect. Okay. I can't well, can I? Oh, I'm thinking on the one hand, I can't afford to use the Troubadour to explore, but on the other hand, can I afford not to? Well, yeah, I can afford not to because there's only 5 cards left, or 6 cards left in this location. Ezrin gets to go down here, and he's got some extra explores. And Amiri's got a spyglass. Yeah, I can afford to not use the Troubadour. But the question is, if I don't use the Troubadour now, this is our last turn of the game. The Troubadour is never getting used, so I might as well discard it. Okay, so either I discard the Troubadour to explore again, or I discard the Troubadour just to get it out of my hand. I guess we'll explore with it again. Alright, so somebody's got to fight another bandit henchman. I don't want to use up my thieves' tools just in case that matters. Alright, Harsk, you can shoot some of your stuff. These are pretty janky-ass cards. Might as well make it safe. Did that actually make a difference? That actually made the difference. Yeah, I was gonna have an 8 if otherwise. Alright, let's do longsword here. And I don't care about flipping cards anymore because it's my last turn. So that's fine. This definitely needs to be defeated, so let's recharge another totally worthless card of Harsk's. That time it did not make a difference. Okay, Sila's game is over, so she's going to discard all the cards that she cannot use, which actually even includes the longsword. Yeah, all I care about now are blessings and maybe a cure spell. More stuff, and there's a little minor cure. Alright, so Ezrin used to have a D6 dexterity, but now it's a D4, which means he cannot get those masterwork tools. He can kill the villain, and he's got the Troubadour, so he could potentially kill the poison trap, even through him having a D4 for dexterity. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this again. This is not worth going after. The question is, do I explore again? Well, how many blessings do I have? I've got 1 there, got 2 there, none there, and none there. Think about this. Spyglass would show me it would have a 50% chance of finding the villain, the spyglass. Yeah, 50% chance of finding the villain. If I do the villain now... Yeah, let's explore one more time. We're fine. There's the villain. Okay, so I'm not going to get the masterwork tools, unfortunately. But... I'm going to have to... shit, I should have done this a little bit better. I should have kept one of my junkie cards to banish. I guess we're going to banish the guard. So that place is closed. We're done closing. Now I got to defeat this guy in combat. I got my lightning touch. Harsk will shoot an arrow. Harsk will throw me a blessing. We got a blessing over here. It was actually lucky that I faced the villain before the henchman, because that was one case where I didn't want to deal with the poison trap. And there he goes. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. We are off to a really nice start here with this series. Getting some lucky rolls, having just enough things go badly that the videos are exciting, but still succeeding. Banish a card from your hand to draw a new random ally. Alright, let's gamble, boys. I don't want to give up my combat spell, although another combat spell was found. I definitely don't want to give up a Troubadour. There are many worse allies than a Troubadour, and I have an extra Force Missile hanging around. So yeah, let's finish a Force Missile. Well, I just did that. I just did it. The fuck? What? Oh, okay. So banish this. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. Saber-toothed tiger. Not bad. Not bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. We got a bug here, guys. We got the old friend, Mr. Progression Breaker. Well, let's see what happens if I hop out and hop back in. Oh, that would be a funny way to lose the scenario. Oh, it's making me banish one. Oh, please don't be fucked up. Please don't be fucked up. Please let me continue. Oh, thank God. Whew. Okay, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. And if you want to stick around to see me rebuild my deck and collect my rewards, feel free. So the reward for this scenario, if I remember correctly, is everybody gets an ally, which is generally pretty shitty, but Maybe we'll get... Oh, no, what the... It's a weapon? Oh, everybody gets a weapon, right. No, allies were the... Right, I got that confused. Everybody gets a weapon. That's actually good. Heavy crossbow is great, because Harsk was actually all kind of needing ranged weapons. Oh, I forgot about this. If I'd remembered this, I would have realized that Harsk actually had a pretty good chance of getting another ranged weapon. Like, all 3 of these are ranged right now. And the only one that's useful is the heavy crossbow. Got another spike chain, though. That's superb. So Amiri's going to load up on those. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. So this doesn't require weapon proficiency, so Kira can use it, which is excellent. And what does Harsk get? A scimitar, which is garbage. Total absolute flaming dumpster fire on wheel garbage. Weird that it's not a basic weapon, because it's worse than most basic weapons. Anyway, that's enough of me bitching. Let's get rid of these crossbows. I like keeping a mace around, because the next scenario does have those zombies that are harder to kill if you use pointy weapons. Force missile. Let's see here. Ezrin needs... Yeah, it was either that or it was going to be invisibility. Dagger's obviously worthless. Saber-tooth tiger, who needs this? I think Kira maybe could use it. Saber-tooth... Oh no, I like having this on Kira. This is fun. I guess we'll let Ezrin keep it. And get rid of this shitty standard bearer. Can't use 2 thieves' tools on 1 person. Wait, who am I even looking at? Oh, this is Amiri now. Right. Well, let's get rid of these short swords finally. For fuck's fucking sake, short sword. Bitch ass garbage shitballs. Put in a long sword. So I guess she doesn't have any blunt weapons, unfortunately, but that's fine. Okay. Sione's up next. She's got a spiked chain. Let's get rid of longsword. Put in a spiked chain. Note that you can't have Kira with those spiked chains yet because Kira doesn't have weapon proficiency. There's a mace actually. Let's go ahead and give trade a longsword for a mace just to get some of that blunt damage passed around a bit better. Okay, I'm being very disorganized here. So allies don't really care about sages. Honestly, sages are not that good for Sela. Let's actually have you take all sages and you take both troubadours, because troubadours are what help her recharge her spells. Let's get rid of that potion. Nice as it is, it's not as good as just defeating a barrier. There's a troubadour. Does anybody still have any shitty allies, like a guide, for instance? Yeah, that'd be a good example of a shit bag of fire. Oh, hang on. He needs another ally still, right. Portable ram. I want to like it because it seems so nifty. But it's just not... No, it's just not good. It's not good enough. Sorry. And you need a blessing. And you need to get rid of some of your blessings. And you also need to get rid of an item. Potion of healing. Well, it's nifty, but I'm not a big fan of them. So we'll just leave it the way it is. Okay, let's check the view all tab. Make sure I'm not throwing away anything useful. Nope, 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 nope. Sage's journal. Maybe someday. Oh my god, I almost forgot this. Holy crap, I gotta get rid of that scimitar and put in a heavy crossbow for the love of Jesus. Dagger's kind of interesting because you can recharge it to do a 2d4, which is better than a 1d8 slightly. I will do that just for a little bit of variety's sake. Okay, so I'm glad I caught that error. Okay, I think everything else is fine. Amiri doesn't have any short swords left, does she? Nope, she's got some good stuff. Okay, well, cool. Now let's go ahead and clear out the stash. See, I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't need these crossbows, this long sword, the scimitar, the short sword, the sling. Definitely not that or that. I guess I could keep this for metagame reasons. If there's a scenario I'm struggling with, it can give me a little bit of an edge if that scenario involves diplomacy checks. This I can never just imagine putting in. This is getting worse by the second. I think I am just going to get rid of it, and the Thief's Tools will keep around. Invisibility, maybe I could see myself regretting not having a way of evading monsters. One thing I am tempted to do is put in the other Pelaginas, because that is a damn handy card. It's simple. It's the ally that lets you recharge a card from your discard, a random card from your discard, but it's simple but effective. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the series so far. I'll see you again soon. Take care.